Clouds of black smoke fill the sky over Odessa. The city council says missiles struck the major Ukrainian port city known as the Pearl of the Black Sea. Odessa is also home to Ukraine's naval headquarters. A Russian Defense Ministry representative said Russian ships and aircraft fired upon oil processing facilities and fuel depots he claimed provided support to nearby Ukrainian troops. A Ukrainian official called it part of a, quote, vile practice of destroying critical infrastructure. As Russia's war on Ukraine wages into its sixth week, Ukrainian troops claim victories in pushing back Russian forces. But Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky warns of catastrophes for civilians living among abandoned mines, equipment, and bodies in the street, which Ukrainian soldiers in the Kyiv suburb of Bucha pull with cables fearing booby traps.
We are the citizens of Ukraine. We have more than 100 nationalities. This is about the destruction and extermination of all these nationalities. We are the citizens of Ukraine, and we don't want to be subdued to the policy of Russian Federation. This is the reason we are being destroyed.
Back in Bucha, the mayor describes civilians with hands tied behind their backs shot in the head by retreating Russian forces. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says Russia has committed war crimes.
We can't become numb to this. We can't normalize this. This is the reality of what's going on every single day as long as Russia's brutality against Ukraine continues. That's why it needs to come to an end.
Despite mounting evidence to the contrary, Russia denies targeting civilians. A Ukrainian presidential advisor describes evidence of war crimes.
Among the victims of Russian crimes are raped women they tried to burn, murdered local government officials, murdered children, murdered elderly people, murdered men, many of whom had their hands tied, traces of torture, and shot in the back of their heads.
Ukrainian troops take back territory from fleeing Russian forces, shouting in Ukrainian, "Glory to the heroes." Secretary Blinken travels to a NATO meeting this week in Brussels, where he will hold talks with counterparts to highlight the alliance's resolve and further hold Russia accountable. Arash Arabasadi, VOA News.